the broadcaster is starting to encode frames. It's going to be like the first things that are broadcast.
Yes.
Just weird dying cat noises.
Perfect.
Or this sounds more like Murlocs from World of Warcraft.
So, orgasmic warlocks.
Murloc
Guess you said
TM.
they're gargling.
Great band name.
Murloc TM. No, I was just saying that because it's trademarked and I don't want to get sued by Blizzard.
Yeah, they need the money.
Yeah. Especially when they continue to bow to those Chinese bastards.
Yeah,
Which one?
let's see. Simulplay once.
China TM.
Loop. See, there should be a shuffle loop on Roll20. That would be so cool. And that would make my day. Alright, we are officially live. Welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is the Gladiators. This is episode 2 of Saga 1 of the third book of Ilderon Tales. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight. It is a role-playing game, and everything you are going to see tonight is live storytelling. Nothing you're going to see tonight is scripted. Moving from there, if you're under the age of 14, please consult your parents before watching this video. You might see something that is inappropriate for you. Finally, we're playing in a homebrewed campaign setting. It is the world of Ilderon. One of the really cool things about Ilderon is that gods and everybody, it's plane-locked, everybody just walks the plane inside of the material realm. And you can go down the street and oftentimes talk to your deity or creator. Moving from there, this time I've been doing something a little bit fun. Well, this time, I literally just did this for the first time last night. I was thinking on starting tonight on doing like a little trivia thing, which is a fun way to get our brain flowing.
I fail.
You fail? I haven't even thought of a question yet.
Ask my name. I fail.
Let's see. Okay. What is the and I don't know if this is true off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it is. What is the paladin oath that allows them to use their channel divinity to do a whole bunch of extra hitty hit and deal extra damage on every weapon strike for 1 minute?
Oath the Sacred?
Is that your guys' final answer?
Oh, it was a group? I thought it was individual. Sorry.
Well, I mean, individuals can answer. I was just saying, is that what you guys want to go with?
Yeah, I'll go with it.
I think that's false. I don't think the Oath of the Sacred exists. But I'm pretty sure it's Oath of Devotion. But let's take a look if I lied to you guys or not.
Well, it's the DM. You have that freedom.
Alright. Channel Divinity for the Oath of Devotion Paladin. Sacred Weapon. As an action, you can imbue one weapon that you are holding with positive energy for your Channel Divinity. For 1 minute, you add your Charisma modifier to your attack rolls made with the weapon, with a minimum bonus of +1. The weapon also emits bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in 20 feet beyond that.
So Sacred was in that description, so I was half right?
You know, it was a sacred oath, so yes. Even though all of the subclasses are sacred oaths. Anyways, let's jump into the recap of last session. Does anybody want to recap what happened last session from their character's perspective?
We all died.
Recap last sessions from my character's perspective.
A pissed off halfling tried to beat up what looked like to be an elf, only to get curb stomped, and he is super sour about it.
I came off a boat. A guy offered to pay for our entry fee. That guy turned out to be a liar. I threw his bag into the ocean. we walked towards the arena. So Street Performer was asking for a couple fights. He got them, and the blind dude managed to... Excuse me. He got them. I got bored and continue on, when apparently the blind dude managed to wreck his shit. And I went and asked around, found a sponsor, and accepted his offer. Everybody else just followed after me.
Alright, yeah, that pretty much sums up what happened last session. The Gladiators got to the port of Riofir. They were looking to join the Riofir arena, were almost swindled getting off the boat, ran into a couple street performers heading towards the arena, found out the arena had 1,000 gold entry costs and they needed a sponsor, found a sponsor, and the sponsor's condition was he will sponsor you and share with you 10% of the winnings if you win. And if you don't win, he wants to strangle one member of the party with his bare hands.
I thought it was the entire party.
Well, I mean, that's what we call a 10 for. A 10 for 1? Or no, a 7 for 1? That's too good of a deal. But yeah.
We're being a tent, yeah.
Yeah, he wants to strangle a member of the party should you guys lose in the arena. Just because he is afraid of death and he wants to see how other people confront it. Yeah, so we will pick up from there. It is the afternoon of the 21st of Noble. And you are in the port of Riofir, outside of the Riofir arena, which I think is called the Green Flats. I forget my exact name for it. Here we go. Rion. Alright. Okay, so you are outside of the Riofir arena. It is actually called the Kyneth Flats, and behind you lies this huge stone structure with all of the different arches and buttresses on it. You can hear the sounds of a cheering crowd or gathering crowd forming as the first couple fights for the day are about to take place. Walking through the center of this square towards the arena, everybody is going to see a processional of nearly 36 people dressed in either armor or robes of a family color, and they are holding banners. Or they're holding wooden poles with banners hung from them, leading this processional. I am getting a lot of background noise from you all, so I'm just going to turn you down for now. And when you speak up, I will turn you back up.
Sorry, I thought I muted my mic.
All good. All right.
Deleted.
Deleted. Just instantly out of the campaign from the get-go. No, I'm kidding. All right. So Grimstone Heartringer is sitting at your standing at your stone table, foot propped up onto one of the benches, and he's going to look around at all of the members of the party, and he's going to say, one last thing about my deal that I have to tell you. Not only does it come with the clause of that your fine companion here, he gestures towards XV, has agreed to, I've kind of made a mistake of my own, and I've sponsored another arena contendee. However, due to his certain physiology, I can't put the same merits of the deal on him. As such, I should see it fit that you fight alongside with him. And he's going to look back at the table and says, C's, get over here! Jeff, how about you give us a description of your character? What he looks like.
C's is a Warforged, to be simple about it. He's definitely on the somewhat larger side as far as Warforged go. If anybody in the party had seen some of the various versions for infiltration or something like that, he stands about 6'6" tall. There's a S332 engraved on his front throat plate. There appears to be no permanent combat damage. He's in pretty good repair, fairly clean. And everything looks to be in working order, covered in chainmail.
Okay. So yes, you guys are going to see C's step up to the party.
He also admonishes he admonished his Grimstone, "You are not appointed as my senior officer. You are not allowed to issue commands. You may request."
He's going to wave a hand and say, "Let's just hope you deliver on your combat prowess. And if
I
not..."
completely understand the nature of some of these fights. Sometimes it's about show. You're supposed to lose if you're the bad guy.
And he's going to rub his hand and say, yes. That would be a terrible tragedy, but he looks towards XV and says, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Actually stares blankly back.
Mm-hmm. How about everybody give Jeff a description of your character? I feel like Grimstone, you'd be like, introductions are in order, seeing as you might be bonded in blood, or he looks over to C's and says, whatever fuels you.
Souls, magic. There's probably some lubricant in here somewhere. So, greetings all. My original designation is S332. Shield class. But you can call me Seize. As in, seize the day. Seize the fool that offended you by the face and crush them. You know, like that.
Does he have kind of a mechanical intonation to his voice?
Yes.
Yeah. These ears are going to kind of twitch. He's going to tilt his head to one side. Like what? And I'll go ahead and introduce. He's a cowled individual mostly. He got a build. Somewhat androgynous. His and some of the skin of his color, like a black color, with like a knock cane in his hand, kind of tapping around, and he's going to say, "What? C's? S331? I don't understand. Pardon. I don't understand what it's. I've never heard that kind of name before.
You have not met a Warforged before, then?
No, I'm new to the area. Apologies.
It's not an area thing. If you were to have met them in an area, it would have been near
Heimsdale. Yeah.
This part of it.
Well, nice to meet you. He sticks his hand in the wrong way.
Sees, takes his hand, pulls it in the right direction, and shakes it gently.
Cold! Yeah, he's gonna be a bit flustered, I guess.
Right,
He just gets up
and walks over to the new companion of the group. You see, what you see before is what looks like a small human child with in various belts and furs and a pair of boots, and a hammer that is pretty much bigger than he is. And he has kind of short, spiky hair. He walks up to you, and he gently knocks on one of. Do you have any like exposed metal skin?
It's all metal.
Oh, yeah, no, but like
Exposed skin because he's wearing
I understand that, but like, is he like
no?
if you were to wear armor over the Warforged? Or is
he doesn't have his gauntlets on? Actually, no, the gauntlets are always on. So that looks the most like it's a. He's wearing chainmail, but
For
Okay.
gauntlets. That's the closest thing that looks like a part of his body.
For Warforged, their armor is integrated into their bodies.
Right.
Okay.
So it's effectively all exposed metal, but then it's also doesn't look like it because it is armor. That's just added on and installed.
Okay, so he's gonna go up and kind of lightly knock on like your thigh and listen to the sound of the metal, echo. He's gonna look up at you. I'm gonna call you Scrappy. I'm
Seas will do
righteous.
fine. You and I should work on a throwing routine. I think the crowd would love it. I throw
Yes!
you at enemies. This would be great.
I'm a little ball of rage anyways. Might as well throw me. We're gonna get along great. Beat them all to a pulp.
Melise, who's standing, will walk up to Seas and say, "You're not far from where I
Live here? Or do you mean my place of creation was likely close to where you...
Hinsdale. It's not far from where I..."
Ah. Well, I have been many places, and aside from remembering my training camp days and the war, I have only moderate connections to the place. It's not like I grew up there. It is a loose collection of battlefields in my mind.
Melise would put out his hand, introduce himself, and what you'd see is a 6'7", pale gray Goliath with dark red tattoos covering his chest and shoulders. Very tribal style.
Brubark will also come up and extend a hand and say, "I go by Brubark, and you'll see glorious, beautiful olive half-orc that is possibly the most beautiful thing you've ever seen."
Greetings.
Alright, I think that's everybody except Tombutu and XV.
Okay. I'm Tambutu. If you give me ale, I'll be best friends with you. That's all there is to it.
That will have to wait. I do not carry ale on my person on most days.
Looks like we have to pick some up then.
All in good time.
My character Elizabeth, she still has her hood up. She stares like one by one at everybody around the table before looking at the giant robot beside her, and just looks at you and goes, "Elizabeth."
Sees. Nods.
She nods back.
Alright. And And so, as the party is like sitting here and talking, that processional is going to finish going by, and you guys are going to see the person they're crowded around. And Grimstone is going to whistle, looking up as they file into the arena, and he's going to say, that's Kelsey, the reigning champion of this arena. Maybe someday that might be you, lot, if you come back and get your legs underneath you.
I've been champion of a few arenas. Sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's just disappointing.
Elizabeth looks out towards Kelsey and tilts her head to the side, examining her.
I actually will go to approach Kelsey and ask and try to ask if they recognize.
You're just gonna walk up to the arena champion. One does not simply walk up to the arena champion. No, I'm kidding. All right, as you begin walking up to Kelsey, she's going to look over at you, and what does Brubark say?
Brubark says, "Cheers, champion. I only ask one simple question. Do you know me from my past life?"
She's going to think for a minute and say, I'm a little young. I haven't been on Ilderon for many lives. No? Are you an exhibition match? Or perhaps one that I beat with my staff?
Sadly, that is the question I asked too. I have many holes in my memory and was hoping to get some answers from a fellow Arenian.
Another elf is going to walk up to Brubark, and Kelsey is like they're talking. This processional is kind of halted, and he's going to say, "Hey! If you want to talk to her, that's 5 gold. 5 gold gets you 10 minutes of time. 10 gold gets you an autograph, and we've got banners, and we can part with the banner for 10 silver, or for 8 silver."
I've got all the answers I want, and I walk over.
Kelsey is going to wave and then bow slightly and say, "I hope you enjoyed today's shows." The elf is going to push her on the back, ushering her in towards the arena. The processional follows in behind her. Grimstone's going to remove his foot off the bench, stretch his arms above his head, crack his hands in front of you and say, "Alright, put on a good show in there. Either walk away rich or enlightened. But I hope the goddess favors you." He's going to start walking away.
Wait, did he already pay for our, I'm saying this out loud, did he already pay for our entry fee?
I don't know, but I don't think we have not talked to anyone of official capacity. I'm gonna go get him.
Okay. Sees goes
after him.
Okay. Grimstone is going to stop and look back at you and say, what do you say to him?
Grimstone, the entirety of your obligations have not been discharged yet.
Yes.
Meet with the officials.
he's going to say, yes, you see, I've paid for your entry, and you get to bring as many contenders with you as you want for your guild. Simply
You
tell...
have to talk to the officials with me present in order for us to have completed this arrangement and for them to be fully informed. You will come with me for this process.
Brimstone is going to roll his head and say, "Look here, aspirant, your fee is paid. Get in the fighting
Tucks him
pits."
under his arm. Just tucks him under his arm like a football. Starts walking toward the official's tent or wherever it is they do this.
Roll me a contested athletics check, because Grimstone is not a pushover.
Okay.
He is going to bat off your arms and say, "Look, you get in there, you fight, and if you lose, I'm going to strangle that pretty little one's neck, alright?"
Yeah. All in good time. We just have to make sure that we are all official as far as the officials are concerned.
Cease?
You go about your business. What?
Cease. Let him go. If he lied, we'll pay back. We'll come back for him, okay?
Fair enough.
Grimstone is going to adjust his chainmail and straighten himself up a little bit and say, I think his eyes are going to narrow, and he's just going to say, "Can't say that I'm rooting for you." He nods, walking
It would
off.
be a shame if you lost all your money.
That it would.
Elizabeth,
That it
sorry.
would. He throws up two hands.
Elizabeth just turns and starts walking to the arena after that confrontation.
Alright. The party can assume Grimstone has paid for at least C's, who will be your guys' entry inside the arena.
Alright, team. Let's do this.
Alright.
Very well.
Into the fighting pits. I will describe these again. As there is a near the western part of the arena, there is a ramp that kind of descends down, turning. Going below into the arena, turning through the darkness, you see torchlight eventually in these undercellars. And let's get some more appropriate music for this. Stop. There we go. You see, going through these cellars and these underchambers, you are going to see cages, you are going to see merchants bringing in different livestock and wildlife, bears, tigers, wolves, different flying beasts in these cages before finally you're going to get into a area of several different fighters and contenders, all sharpening weapons, stretching, groups of three, talking amongst each other. Walking into the fight organizers, or rather the aspirant organizer who XV had talked to before. She's
will be visibly frustrated with how they're treating the animals.
She is going to look up at the party and say, "Ha! I see you found Grimstone, his lone aspirant. I take it the lot of you will be entering?"
XB nods.
Yes.
That's why we're here, isn't it?
She's
This is the rest of my group.
going to she's going to nod and say, well, there'll be a bracket fight, or rather, there's the tournament bracket you could enter, or if you'd like, you can do the exhibition matches.
XV says tournament.
She's gonna say, I don't advise that, as the champion will be in the bracket for today's matches. Especially for the yellow noses like you. You sure?
What's exhibition matches?
Exhibition matches are where we let some of the newer fighters warm up the crowd. And say, best of 3. And it awards an arena commendation, which says that you've conquered combat inside the Rio Fear arena, along with a payment to your sponsor for your winning match, or for winning the match.
What exactly was the deal
an exhibition
with
would not be that.
Grimstone?
You're asking me as a player, or
I'm just looking at the rest of them. And also, well, actually, I should probably ask you first. So, did Grimstone specify exhibition or the bracket? Or tournament?
Yeah. So originally you met Grimstone through writing, and of course, there was those misconceptions of when you guys met up in person of you being someone he can't strangle. His entry fee was just that, he would pay for you to enter into the arena because he was just looking for desperate people. What you choose to fight or do, if your winnings would go to him for sponsoring you, but you can get into the tournament bracket and fight heavy-handed, or you can take an exhibition match, which you'd probably be favored to win.
Okay.
That choice is up to you. He doesn't really care if you guys win.
Doesn't care what we're doing, just as long as we're winning or losing.
Yeah.
Well, just remember,
as long as we're entertaining him.
Okay, he'll actually reach into a pouch and pull out some letters and go through them real quick and try to figure out if that was...
We'll take an exhibition!
Alright.
He looks at the organizer. We appear to have some disagreement. We'll be back with you on that shortly. So, XV, unless you have a death wish, usually exhibitions are going to favor us, and you will have greater odds of surviving the week.
She goes back at...
If you were trying to end up dead as quickly as possible, we could just start on the tournaments and leave it at that.
She stares back at you and blinks.
He stares back.
Louise would go to the organizer, the aspect organizer, and ask, which makes us the more money?
Can't hear you.
What? He said, which makes us the more money, but let's see if I can turn you up on Discord. I've got you, Melky, at 160%, so I don't know if you have any adjustments on your mic you can do, but you are just a tiny bit quiet. She is going to respond with, well, if you can win the tournament, I suppose you'd probably be some of the richest people inside of Rio Fear, but I don't.
Not with only 10% of it.
Yeah, and she's going to shake her head and say, I don't expect you to be able to beat Kelsey. You see, we use earth elementals to shape the arena and hold it in place for each of the matches. Just to give you an inclination on her skill level, she called a storm against a contender last time and killed half of the earth elementals we had in the arena.
Well, I would rather be paying my own way in and make all of the money, at least all of it split amongst our group. So let's go with exhibition, and then Grimstone will have to deal with what he gets. I think he's much more excited about us being in the bracket and ending up dead in some storm.
She's going to wave her hand and say, don't worry. We're a part of the Path of Glory accommodation line. We recognize this is most aspirants' first arena that they choose to contend in. It draws so much attention. As such, the matches aren't to the death.
Well, that's not the dying I'm talking about. But to get started on the Path of Glory, do we need to do the tournament, or do we need to do the exhibition, or both, or how does that work?
She's going to shake her head and say, the family that sponsors it only requires you have a commendation from each of their arenas.
Very well. I think
So an
starting on
exhibition
an
will be
exhibition is
fine.
probably smarter then.
All right.
Do I have an accord?
You're asking her? Yes. She's
I'm looking at the rest of the group.
He's putting it to a vote.
I already voted. I'm down for the exhibition.
Exhibition.
Exhibition's fine with me.
Elizabeth's going to remain quiet the entire time.
I believe we have a quorum. The exhibition. I says to her.
She nods and says, all right, since you have so many in your guild fighting, I think and she looks down at a roster, I think I'll put you in one of the first matches against another guild called Bards and Bears. What would you like me to announce you as?
I just yelled the Drunken Fist.
No. I cannot drink.
No.
This is a misnomer. I enter arenas as the Iron Tornado when I fight by myself.
Elizabeth is going to use her telepathy to get into Caesar's mind and say Death March to the Glory Road Rhapsody.
That's long.
DMG R2 for short.
Yeah, he kind of shakes his head and
We're the rejects.
no, that's long. We can't. Actually, we could.
Cost. Suicide Squad cost.
No. God, no.
Suicide Squad, TM. 1,000 Years of Darkness.
The Nimble.
Looks at the Goliath. Maybe not. How about the spear?
Do not announce this the first time.
Do not announce this the first time?
No. You have to have a good name. It's crucial.
The underdogs.
Our name is no introduction needed.
Hastily assembled.
Our name is blank.
No.
No.
Makeshift spear. Yes.
Death March.
Makeshift spear doesn't sound bad.
Death March?
The Undertakers.
Death March has a certain nice ring to it. All those in favor?
Death March?
By the way, C's, you're the only one who can hear me.
Yes, I got that.
So
that name of yours
so it
was
sounds
terrible.
No, it sounds like you're coming up with these ideas on your own when you say them out loud like that. Just an FYI.
Yeah, that's fine. He's okay with that.
How about the Undertakers?
I nod to the Death March when you say it out loud.
I have 2 eyes for the Death March. Undertakers is a contender if the nays take it.
Death
What
March.
about the rejects?
I think I have 3 for Death March. Anybody else? Any opposed?
I.
Opposed.
I think we have a little too close. or what was it? Undertaker?
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 Aye.
Nay.
Nay.
As you guys are doing this official quorum inside her office, she's going to say, how about I mark you down as the guild to be formed?
I can't imagine a crowd shouting that with any kind of fervor. Undertakers, we need something better. It's good.
I like majority ruled on the Death March.
I think we were barely a majority, but Death March I really like. I do admit that.
She's going to shrug and say, well, your commendation won't have any inscription on it anyway, so if you decide on something better, just inform me before the match. Do you have any accolades or any announcements you'd like me to introduce when I introduce you? Or to say when I introduce you?
Pass the alcohol!
Pass the alcohol. Alright. Any accolades?
I think we're fairly
tornado.
The most beautiful man alive. Rhubarb.
The most beautiful man alive and the Iron Tornado. Alright. And most beautiful man alive and pass the alcohol.
The small ball of rage.
And she's going to introduce another member of your group and says, oh yeah, and you got this one too. His name's Slipknot. He's the man who can climb anything. I'm kidding.
I was about to say, is this Suicide Squad?
Is Suicide Squad like right before the thing? The guy who didn't get any intro video? And it's just like, and that's Slipknot. He can climb anything. And then he dies instantly. Let's see, the Ball of Rage. Ball of Rage. Alright. She's going to nod and everybody is going to hear the fanfare of the crowd start increasing.
How long do we have till the fight?
She is going to listen and says, it seems that the champion's taken her seat. We should be getting the exhibition matches started in the next half hour. If you'd excuse me. She's going to move several bags off her desk and put them into a chest in the back. Grab her ledger and walk around the party. She walks out, opens the door to her office, and gestures for the party to leave.
Okay.
So we need to decide on a name.
Still working on it. Pulverizers?
Paid in blood.
Ooh, paid in blood. I like that.
That's got some style. Like it.
But you'll use blood. You're oil. You're a machine.
That's okay. You
But
can
they'll
kill
get
me in
covered
blood.
in blood.
We're not the ones doing the paying, remember?
Ah.
It was a bit of a up at that comment.
The pain collectors.
Alright.
Not bad.
We're walking out. I'm walking out of the room.
Yeah, as
Walking out.
everybody's like walking
Yeah.
out, she's going to say, be ready in 30. Go right down this hallway, wait in front of the portcullis, and I will announce you. She's going to start walking.
I like paid in blood. All those in favor?
Aye.
Better than nothing.
Sounds like 4 so far. Anybody else? Alright, that sounds unanimous. Hey, wait a second!
She's going to stop and look back down the curving hallway before she
Paid
gets
in
out of
blood.
sight. Paid in blood. The Paid in Bloods or Paid in Blood the Guild?
Paid in Blood, the guild.
Alright. She scribbles it on her ledger and then keeps walking.
Hey, you want to hear how of ale?
No.
So you're saying this right here is my last bottle?
Is anyone able to heal?
I
Heal?
Heal.
Heal.
I have some.
I have only the most rudimentary skills when it comes to dealing with the flesh.
Have
Involving...
I still don't feel...
If you heard.
I'm still not feeling it after that bastard knocked me out.
Yeah, let me come over here for a second.
He walks over to...
Outcast heal wounds, using up another slot.
Thank you.
Sure.
Alright. Okay.
So,
Go ahead. You were gonna say something?
I guess as they're walking down the hall, he's going. So, I guess it's fair to mention I've never really been in a fight before.
There's a first time for everything.
I know how to use a sword, okay, but my mother was a warrior. She taught me how to fight, but I've never.
Never actually fought before.
No, I got a lucky hit on that werewolf, but
Sometimes all it takes is luck.
That's true. Never admit that was luck to anybody else. Stand at my left side. And... yeah,
I'll go
just
out first.
stick together. We'll be alright. Remember your training. There you go.
left side. He's like left side. And he kind of tugs at his blindfold. He's like, okay. I'll do what I can.
Moments before the Fertilis raises, I want to wild shape in my brown.
Okay. Alright. So I'm assuming everybody's walking towards the portcullis and waiting?
Yep.
Alright. Looking out the portcullis, you guys can see... well, you can't really see much. There's a hill in the middle of the arena, and you're definitely on a slope beneath it. There are walls on either side of the slope leading up, and there's two more sections of the arena you can't really see. It looks like it's in some sort of cross shape. In the hill in the middle, the ground is going to move up, elevating a person who looks to be the organizer up 10 feet into the air. The earth underneath this place is all on shaped stone. Once elevated, her voice is going to begin to boom over the crowd and say, my brothers and my sisters of Riofir, welcome to the next convocation of our arena. We have aspirants from all over the world who have come to fight for your eternal entertainment. The crowd begins cheering and says, for our first match, fighting for the commendation of the Riofir Flats, we have two guilds who will be locked in glorious combat tonight. And they will dance the song that has been sung of 1,000 souls over, and add their verse to those that have been sung in history. We have 3.5 minstrels, the bards that you've come to love. Please welcome the bards and bears. People are going to start cheering. You can't see them as presumably they're walking up the other side of the hill. finally, she gestures towards your gate. The gate is going to start to open. She's going to say, "And then, with all the fury of the Iron Tornado, the most beautiful man you'll ever meet. Somebody who would like some alcohol and a tiny ball of rage. Please welcome the guild, paid in blood." Your portcullis is going to completely open. I'm presuming everybody walks out onto the field.
Yep. Walks out, kind of get people to form up a little bit, raises Warhammer up high.
Okay.
I lift my maul above my head and just start screaming in rage.
The hill is going to lower. On the other side, you guys are going to see 4 women and a bear. 4 women and a bear walking towards the arena. They are waving at the
bear.
crowd. Yes, another bear.
Ooh, so we're gonna get some bear-on-bear action. It's gonna be
I can
unbearable.
hardly bear to wait.
Alright.
Brandon, can I have my character executed?
Can you have your character executed? Yes. Yes, you can. Okay.
But we barely got to know him.
As you guys get to the center of the arena, the organizer is going to look between the 2 groups and say, all right, every exhibition match is 3 rounds. There's a duel, a contest, and a skirmish. The duel takes place first, and should you choose, your match could be decided with 3 duels. The woman, Phelan the Enchanted, is going to step forward and say, "Name's Phelan. No, we don't want 3 duels. We'll take the duel, the contest, and skirmish." The woman nods and says, "Every duel can be randomly determined unless you'd like to go with a round robin selection, in which place you can choose the types of duels you partake in." Phelan is gonna shake her head and say, "Leave it up to the gods." And she's gonna shout that and say, "Leave it up to the gods!" Puts her hands in the air. The crowd's going to start cheering. She looks towards the party. Rather, the organizer looks towards the party.
I prefer fist fights.
As long as I get to hit something.
C steps forward, raises his hammer. I am the Iron Tornado, and the gods can decide.
All right. Somebody roll me a D10, and we'll let the gods decide your fate.
Sorry, I pulled my plug out there for a second.
I'm going to let Tumbatu roll that because he said he was going to. So I'm going to take the 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. She is going to pull out a bag, reach in, and hold up a silver pendant. It looks to be the pendant of a tiny beast's head. And she is going to say, "It is a duel of the hunts!" The crowd begins cheering. They go, "Ah, yeah! Hunts, hunts, hunts! Hunts, hunts, hunts!" The organizer is going to look towards the party and says, "Several wild beasts will be let loose in the arena. You can pick 1 duelist to participate in the duel against their 1 duelist. Whoever kills the most, or whoever puts down the most beasts, will be the victor of the duel." Phelan is going to Phelan is going to look at the halfling that is with their group and say, Belky, you're up. You've got this one for us. Belky is going to nod and say, I can hunt. The organizer looks to you and says, who will participate in the duel for you?
I don't know if I'm the best suitor for this one, but I'm sure the fastest.
Speed is an asset against animals in many cases.
I have range.
Alright, XV?
Then I think you are probably the better choice.
XV will step up then.
Alright. So let's go to a combat grid. Alright, XV steps up. I'm gonna make this page bigger. Let's do 40 by 40. That should give me enough space. And if it doesn't, we'll cry. I think that's appropriate. Okay, everybody, make sure you can move your characters around real quick. Give me 2 seconds to transpose this grid.
I'm gonna need this. Is there a way to make it easier just to share my same profile on both?
To share your what?
Like, see how my profile is my goblin, right? Like at the bottom?
Yeah.
Where, like, is there, like, how do I change it to one?
I'm gonna show you your character sheet. If you hit edit on that sheet that just popped up on the upper right hand corner, you should see an option to upload a avatar or a character portrait. And that would essentially function as your token. Or if you want to send me a token, then I can take care of that for you too. Alright, let's see. We've got this right here. Should be gray.
I would like a full breakdown of the rules before we start this fight, Brandon.
Okay. Let's see. Control V. I like that you're asking for a full breakdown. That makes me happy.
I press save changes, but it's not changing.
I may or may not have plans that I need to know if they're legal or not before implementing them.
Okay. What is going on? What's going on? There we go. Alright. Oh, I want to lock objects, but I cannot. So I will do this like this. Alright, and right here, right here, and one more. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that is our arena configuration 1. Okay, so you step into the middle of the arena, moving back down into the portcullis. The rest of their guild is going to wait. Belky, Phelan, and who am I missing? The bear. Alright. There we go. Alright.
I like the description of the bear. It's a bear.
It's just a bear.
Let's move you guys down there and down here. Okay. So the organizer is going to talk to XV and say, the goal is whoever can take out the most creatures, they'll be released from the western side and the eastern side of the arena. You don't have to kill them, you simply have to knock them out. If you do kill them, however, that is understandable as you are engaged in dire combat. As such, should you yield, we have Arcanists train in the upper stands who can retrieve you from the arena if need be, if the situation gets too dire. You are aspirants, this is not a fight to the death. Whoever, once all of the animals have been dealt with, whoever has disposed of the most, or whoever has put down the most, will emerge as our victor. Any questions?
Elizabeth nods.
Alright.
Do we get free ale after if you win?
She is.
Elizabeth is going to say anything else goes.
She's going to nod. Alright.
Okay.
So, here we go. I need my giant rats. Because that is 100% of tonight. Giant rats. Just 10,000.
And 30,000 free Greeks.
Alright.
Yeah, I did update my photo on the thing they sent me.
Okay.
Like that part, but it's not showing up on the map for some reason.
Let's see what's going on. Tumbutu!
Tumbutu.
Oh, Tumbutu. AC and HP. Show nameplate. Show and show. Alright. Try moving that one that I just put next to you.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay. Cool beans. Alright.
But does he know the way?
Does he know the way? Hopefully. Alright, let's go with this instead. Alright, the organizer is going to be moved to one of the upper platforms, and she is going to raise her hand and say, "Let the duel begin!" XV, go ahead and give me initiative. Make sure you have your token selected when you do. And I...
Right click on it and then press it?
Yes.
Hopefully. Rip. That's cool. I actually wanted to go second.
You didn't select your character when you did it.
No, he did. It appeared. It's 5. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. We'll put 3 of these and 3 of these. Alright, you guys are on a hill, and I'm going to give these each initiative. We'll do that, and we'll do that. Alright. Oh god, those Mastiffs rolled well. The gates are going to open. You guys see a horde of hungry creatures on either side of you. Their eyes gleaming off the sunlight into the cracks of the shadow. They are going to start running up the ramp towards you. Belky has one initiative. Belky is going to move forward, and she is going to attack she's going to attack two of the giant rats. And that is going to hit and hit. She is going to deal 4 damage to this first one and 7 damage to this second one, knocking or killing it before it even gets out of its cage. She's going to turn, jump, looking over the hill, and make one final attack. And it is going to fly into the dirt next to XV, as she seems to have been aiming for one of the dogs over there. Alright, that is her turn. It is the hounds' turns. The hounds move up with a speed of 40 feet. This one is going to move there. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It moves there, and it begins snarling at XV. It takes the dodge action. This one is going to take the dash action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one begins running straight towards XV, just as it goes towards you. The second one is going to run, and once it gets close, it's going to start that cautious approach and take the dodge action also. That is their turn. The giant rats move at a speed of 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. This one is going to move there also. Actually, it'll take the dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Dodge and dash. Oh, 30. Okay. It is XV's turn. She is 1 point behind.
Cool. I'm going to cast Insinuation on what's her face?
On Belky? Okay. She must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or else. Oof. She loses that, or she does. She fails that. Okay. So she is incapacitated.
Damage.
She is going to take those on the start of your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I did tell you we changed that spell for Ilderon.
No, you didn't.
Okay, yes, that's from an Unearthed Arcana. We changed it. It incapacitates. And if you want to deal damage, it works similar to Witch Bolt. On your turn, you use an action, and it deals damage.
Okay.
And it has scaling dice. Because it's 2 free 99 for, Witch Bolt like damage on a first level spell and incapacitation for a minute. Alright, so that is Evie's turn. And yeah, it's Bilky's turn. At the end of her turn, she tries to make a wisdom save. She is going to fail that, I believe. Your save should be 12?
13.
13. Okay,
13.
She fails. All right. She is incapacitated for her round as she is disoriented by this mental magic being pumped into her head. It is the Mastiff's turn. All right. Mastiff 1 is going to make a bite attack at Evie. It is going to hit and deal 5 points of piercing damage. Give me a DC. Give me a DC 10 concentration saving throw and a DC 11 strength saving throw.
Oh, past that.
Alright, you keep concentration and you are prone. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one is going to run up to you and snarl and make a bite action. It does have advantage. 16 is going to touch your AC and hit. It deals 3 points of damage. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This one moves here and takes the dash action, seeing the incapacitated halfling. The rats. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 are going to take 2 bites out of golly gee willikers, out of Belky. Belky is hit, and Belky is hit. Let's see, the rats deal 4.
I love you, Belky!
And 6. She takes 10 points of, piercing damage. It is XV's turn.
Alright, I'm going to use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And then cast Arms of Hadar.
Okay. All creatures within 10 feet of you must make a strength saving throw. Okay. You are going to hit 3 of the wolves, or 3 of the mastiffs with that. This is for going from north to south. The first, the second, the third. The third fails. On a successful saving throw, the creature takes half damage, but no other effect. Alright. So these grasping tendrils of darkness are going to reach out and kill 1. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's the reverse order. It's going to deal 4 points of damage, 4 points of damage, and the last one it is going to kill before it can leap at Belky. Alright, that is your turn. Belky, at the end of her turn, makes another wisdom saving throw. 1. She is going to fail that, as she is still incapacitated. Mastiff 1 makes an attack at you. Wait, it's restrained. Can it even... And, it can't take reactions. Okay, it's not restrained. Okay, it is going to... It is going to try and bite you, but it's going to do so poorly that, I'm going to rule that there's still, this residual necrotic essence all over it, that it actually becomes glued to the ground for a turn. It is prone. This other one is also going to make a bite attack at you. Oh, that's the giant rat. I'm sorry, that's my bad. This is the attack roll at you.
I'm upset. 1 on the giant rat.
It is going to hit. And it is... go ahead and give me a strength save against being knocked prone. You take 2 points of piercing damage as it bites into your leg. You are also prone. Alright. 2 kills nets you the win. Keep in concentration on this spell. Good lord. Alright. It's your turn.
It's my turn?
It is your turn.
The giant rats haven't gone yet. They're giant rats.
Oh, the giant rats. Yeah. Alright, giant rats bite. Belky is going to miss. Actually, they have pack tactics. It has advantage because there's an ally within 5 feet. So that is going to hit.
She also, because she's incapacitated.
Yeah, she's incapacitated. Belky takes 5 more points of damage. Belky is bleeding, and you know what? The last rat's gonna attack. It attacks and it deals 4 points of damage. Oof. At that, you are going to see a banner being flown. Phelan is going to use her reaction and start waving it. Phelan enters initiative. They have forfeited the duel. All right. It's Evie's turn.
Well, they forfeited, so that means I win, or does that mean if I stop now, the score's tied?
Oh, you win. However, these animals are not trained. They're not like, oh, there's a banner being flown. Time to go back to our pits to be starved to death.
Alright. Well, good thing that I have my Warlock slot left to cast Arms of Hadar again.
Alright, minimum damage kills these 2 creatures. Alright, it is, that is your turn. Belky, still stunned.
I also use half my movement to stand up.
Okay. Belky, still stunned. Phelan, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, is going to, move here. And she is going to target, those rats. Rats. Why'd it have to be rats? And she's going to yell, "Over here, you snarling sewer creatures!" Sewer rats. That's not an insult. We are indeed sewer rats. She's going to kill the one that Belky damaged. That said, the last rat gets an attack on Belky. And it is going to... question mark? Hit, miss. Don't believe incapacitated gives... Yeah, incapacitated doesn't give advantage. She just can't use any of her actions. Alright,
incapacitated doesn't mean prone. It just means
yeah.
not able to move.
Yes. Alright, so the rat does not have advantage, it misses. XV, what do you do?
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast as soon as I can pull up my character sheet again.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
Give me 1 second to get there. I'm assuming that hits.
A 24 misses. This is God Rat. No, 9 damage. You kill it, bringing your total score to 4.
Master Splinter thing.
Alright. The crowd is going to start cheering. The bodies of the animals are going to start moving as they glide around on the earth, as it appears something is carrying them back into the pens below. Belky, does Evie let go of concentration on her spell?
Yes.
Alright. Belky is going to look at you coming out of it. You know, she's beaten, bruised, bitten, and she's going to say, "That was really cheap. Although I did try and throw a dagger at you at the start. All's fair." She puts a hand up towards you.
Elizabeth just shrugs. Shakes her hand with like a small smile.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Elizabeth is also very bloody at the moment. So.
The organizer is going to step back down into the into the center. The Earth Elementals create a platform for her to speak off of, and the crowd is going wild, and she's going to say, "The winner of the duel is paid in blood." The crowd starts cheering. She grabs XV's hands, and the Earth Elemental lifts XV into the air with her. Alright.
I'm just going to say that the motion of being lifted into the air puts my hood back, and everybody can see my purple hair and brown skin, and I am very still unamused. It's like another day in the office.
As the crowd is cheering for you, and she says, "Next for our exhibition match, we have a contest. Do you prefer a test of wits or a test of skill?" Phelan is going to say, "Let the victors decide." She gestures towards the guild.
I would say skill, personally.
Skill?
Well, as a really, really, really dumb person, I would rather do skill than wit, but it just sounds like bear grumbling at you, so it's up to you.
Up to who?
Well,
take
it as you will, because a bear just starts making loud rumbling, so it doesn't really matter what I actually say.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
If Brubark's a brown bear, he's a large creature. I just made you laugh.
I'm just going to turn to the announcer and say, skill.
Alright. Somebody, the announcer is going to pull out a second bag, hold it out to the side, put her other arm to the other side as she prepares to reach in it. Somebody, roll me a D...
I'll do it.
Wait, it's a different name. Roll me a D3.
That's not how you do that.
Slash R, 1d3. Yeah, this game, or rather, Roll20 is cool because it allows you to roll dice that don't exist. Okay, a 3. She is going to reach in and pull out a charm. This one is a silver pendant that has a long ribbon attached to it that streaks in the air. And she says, "It will be a performance of entertainment!" At this point, the arena is going to...
Brubark starts dancing.
The arena is going to shift again, and I'm going to regret drawing this because it's probably not going to let me delete it in the future. And let's see. We'll do that. As a stage is made underneath the... or in the center of the arena. At this point, Phelan is going to call her guild up, and they are going to begin talking in the corner of this stage. They huddle around. The arena organizer is going to say, put on a talent for put on a talent, a show, a performance for the crowd, and whoever is the most entertaining wins this round of the match.
Elizabeth goes back to her side and sits down because this ain't going to be her.
Brewbar starts nodding his head and goes onto his hind legs and puts out a loud growl.
Unless drinking's a talent, then that's not mine.
Okay, never mind. I think I've got this. He looks at who's the most beautiful person here?
Brewbark,
Again?
the bear. Brewbark is
no.
currently shapeshifted as a bear.
Okay, I can work with that. All right, Brewbark, here's the deal. All right, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to put on a couple weird-looking armor pieces, and I'm going to act like I'm fighting you. I'm not actually fighting you. It is going to be silly. I will fail horribly, repeated. Just like roll with it, okay? Don't try to be silly. Just act like you're supposed to be in a real fight, but you're very confused by what's going on, okay?
I can play a couple of instruments.
Okay, you do background music. Give me a soundtrack. Make it like peppy and kind of silly, but start like it sounds serious.
Okay.
Okay.
Does anyone have an instrument I could borrow?
I have drums.
I can
you
provide.
sing? Just sing.
I do okay singing. Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that. Need to look something up real quick.
The bards begin to take the stage around the bear. They each pull out an instrument.
Fair.
The 3.5 bards.
Yeah, this is very. That feels very unfair.
As you stun her for the start of the whole start of the first duel, they're going to start strumming on instruments and singing in unison.
Damn it. They're doing the dancing bear routine too. Fuck.
Let's see. They make 4 performance checks.
They're more like a pop idol girl group.
That's fair. I'm sorry. Belky is trained in performance. So, and Golly is the last one. So I'm going to add plus... I haven't looked at any of the rolls yet. I'm going to add +3 to Belky's roll. Oof. Alright, let's look at what this is.
So good at performing.
Oh, the bear has not... the bear has not performed yet. But, Bustro. Alright, pull it together, Bustro. Big hat. Alright, so the bear... Alright, so they are going to start singing and strumming their instruments. Bustro twirls in circles several times before the big finish. It stands up on its hind legs as they all reach the crescendo of their song, and Bustro does a flip into the air and falls on its stomach. Just flat. And Phelan is going to like stop, or rather, not Phelan. Kalia is going to stop playing, just like very, very sharply, like missing the next chord. Just there's a silence among the crowd, and then they start cheering.
To follow this time. Okay.
Yeah, then they all everybody's going to start cheering. They all bow and exit off of the stage.
Rip, boys.
Okay, while all that's going on, C's pulls out his pack and throws down some ridiculous-looking armor pieces. There's a wildly oversized helmet, a wildly oversized pauldron for one side, and meanwhile he's kind of talking through this, like, okay, so usually I get the biggest champion, whatever, and he's kind of pulling this stuff on, and I usually go out with Gok the Inefficient, and he's talking about there's pratfalls and things like that, so you're gonna take a swing and I'm just gonna fall down, like it completely knocks me off, maybe I'll fall off the stage or something, it'll be great. Lots of laughs for this, especially when people are expecting something vaguely resembling a serious fight.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Can you music that?
Sure. Yeah. I've got it under control.
Okay, good.
Shit.
All right.
Shit is not what I want to hear.
Trust the blind man. He's never failed you before.
The right words are, I've got the tune for this.
Right.
I have been waiting for this moment.
All right, as you take the stage, the crowd is going to quiet.
We're supposed to start out serious. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You guys can describe to me what your characters do, but at some point in your description, do roll me 3 performance checks. One for Zeeth, one for Brewbark, and one for C's.
Okay, I was actually banking partly on performance and partly on acrobatics, but...
Okay, you can roll it as an acrobatics. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, I guess it doesn't make any... Or athletics, actually.
Let's see. Okay.
So, I posted a video just to give y'all an idea in case I'm unclear. If you ever saw Jerry Lewis doing his boxer routine...
I have not, but I do get the idea like that you described of just like, come on, hit me. Oh God, you hit me really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
There's
going
that part.
to probably start off as soon as we have the crowd's attention by rushing at, let's see, not C's, who's the other person in the ring that's supposed to be fighting? I'm sorry.
Brewbark the Bear.
Oh, Brewbark,
Brewbark.
You are supposed to be fighting C's.
I am fighting C's.
Yes, Zeeth is there syncing with you.
So I charge at C's and go for kind of like a tackle, a very high tackle.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a performance check for that. I think that would just be absolutely hilarious. Of just like, all right, you're gonna want to fight me when we get up there. Brewbark just instantly attacks Zeeth. It's just like, oh God, no, wrong person.
If I accidentally actually hit, I think it would be kind of funny to use my crit inspiration right now.
Alright, so yeah, Brewbark is going to, and I'm going to say, that's a horrible performance check. Brewbark is going to come at you, C's, and he's not performing. He's actually swinging at you. And I'm going to say C's is going to take a d6 of damage unless you make a dexterity check to get out of the way.
Alright, he'll try.
Okay, yeah, you're able to actually shrug off the blow. Just like, hey, cool it, man. But
and he'll play it off like he really took a serious hit, like, go, high-pitched squeal and fall off the stage and tumble down, pick himself up and, like, look all puffed up like, I'm going to take him out now.
Alright, the crowd is going to start cheering. Is going to start cheering for
the stage
C's
a couple times.
At which point they stop cheering for C's and start laughing. Zeeth, go ahead and give me the soundtrack to this. Give me that performance check.
I'm not going to sing and blow out your your viewers' ears, so I'm going to.
Once a humble bard, graced to ride along with Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah. Can I do oration for this one instead?
Yeah, you kind of just like narrating it of just like, oh, our hero tackled and
Ladies and gentlemen, he's gonna make a big show of it, kind of throw off his cloak with a flourish, and the blindfold aside, I think he's even though he's not dressed the best, he's got very like fine elven features.
Okay.
He's gonna like flourish his cane. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the fight of the century. Two men who hate each other's guts, pitted in mortal combat.
One's a bear, he's just hungry.
I guarantee you will never see something so brutal, so vicious. Two villages missing their idiots. Now on stage for you.
I'm gonna give Zeeth a special buff called Favor of the Crowd. Roll your performance check with advantage.
Hey.
Alright.
Nice.
Alright, so Brewbark keeps trying to kill Seize, and Seize is, barely dodging and weaving with these blows and taking the ones he can, and the crowd is just laughing this up. How do you guys finish it? And I'll let somebody roll a final performance check if they want to describe how.
I kind of want to go onto my hind legs and do like a boxing stance. Does that sound interesting?
I like the idea that Brewbox transformation just fails right there at the end, and he turns back into his normal half-orc self, and
wait a
stunned.
When Brewbark goes up on his hind legs, Sees darts in and goes, "I'm gonna tickle you, and you're gonna go down," and just kind of like stage whispers that, and then goes in for the tickle.
All right, Brewbark, the boxing bear, goes up. One of you guys can roll the performance check. The other one provides the help action. You guys can decide who does it.
Can I provide the help action on the performance check?
You're fine, Wesley. I was saying, between Brewbark or Seize. So Jeff, roll one more time for me because you have advantage. Oof. Alright, you are going to go in, and Brewbark's gonna, just like look down like, huh? Oh! And, just that horrific. This is the second time Brewbark has played as a bear. And I don't know, Eric, do you want to describe it? Because I feel like Brewbark's gonna have another intensely dramatic death where he stumbles around for like 20 seconds before he finally falls over.
20 minutes.
No. What's about to happen is as he's standing up and he's getting tickled, he's gonna actually trip over himself and then land on top of Seas, and Seas should have to do athletic checks to like toss me over.
Alright, yeah. So, alright, so he lands on top of Zeeth. Zeeth is almost crushed by Brewbark, but go ahead.
I want to throw this out there. I have the blind fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would that be able to let me kind of like sashay out of the way or something like that at the last second? Because I feel fucking bear running.
Wait, is he falling on Zeeth or Seas?
Yeah.
Seas.
Okay, he's falling on
He already did that blind check. He did good.
Okay, so instead of like pushing him off, he'll deflect the bear off to the side and then do the classic hunter pose and like put one foot on top of him and then act like he won.
Alright. Oof. Okay. The arena or the organizer is going to say, "Alright, let's hear it. Did you enjoy the Bards and Bears?" Bards and Bears. The crowd's going to make some noise, and then they're going to
the crowd.
Yeah, she's going to gesture. And how about the guild paid in blood? The crowd makes some noise. She listens intently, and then she
Cheer
says,
for us.
"The winner for your contest of skill is the Bards and Bears." And she says, "Looks like it's going to come down to a skirmish."
I'd just like to point out that entire performance was narrated by a blind man.
That's what I was wanting. I was wanting. No, I was wanting to get in there. What? I was wanting to get in there. Well, maybe like a last performance check was like, I've never seen anything so brutal. I can't bear to watch.
I would have failed you on that on that skill challenge instantly. I'm kidding.
If you guys have to do this again, instead of tickling the bear, you pretend to kick him in the balls.
Ow! My balls.
Yeah, but you see, C's doesn't think that way because he doesn't have balls.
Fair. All right. So, the organizer is going to come down and start talking to all of the groups together, and say, "All right, for the skirmish, it'll be a whole guild against guild battle." And the stage is going to start lowering back into the arena, and she's going to say, "It is not to the death. The last one standing, or last one to yield, wins. If somebody has yielded and you continue to attack them, your guild will be disqualified."
I have the question, Brandon.
Yes.
Did those performances last long enough for me to have a short rest?
They did not.
Sad days.
It's 3 challenges back to back to back to back to back.
Okay. Well, I mean, I figured that, but I didn't know how long the 3.5 Bards and the Bears song lasted.
Here's the other thing. They did not, or rather, Belky didn't have a rest either. So.
That's true.
How big is the skirmish? Is it like all in all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you didn't understand, Bear, I just said healing word at Balky and tried to give it a little help. Little 6 point of health.
You cannot as a bear.
Oh yeah, you can't. You get the.
You're shifted.
All right.
You do get 2 shifts per day, so if you want to pop out, heal XV, for instance, and then pop back into bear form, you can do that.
I've got 1 more heal for the day, but that's all my spells.
No, yeah,
It's
Brewbark.
not like you're going to use them while you're shifted.
Brewbark is does not have another shift. He shifted earlier today.
Oh, okay, my bad.
All right. So, they begin taking formation on the other side of the arena. Everybody can shift themselves up to their movement speed.
Okay. C's doffs his ridiculous helmet and things.
All right. I think that's fair for them. Probably about right there.
Wait.
Okay.
I like where Brewbark is. I think some bear on bear action is off.
As you all begin walking into the center of the arena, Brewbark can communicate in bear. Bustro is going to say, "I do say, my friend, don't you think it's quite barbaric how they use us in these encounters? At last, though, should we succeed, Kalia has tasty fish for me. I will share and partake of my winnings with you. It is great to see you, and may the combat fare well for you." The rest of the party just sees.
The bear is more intelligent than Brewbark.
I say, old chum.
Let's see. Let me get these character sheets ready. Go ahead and click your characters and roll initiative as the final rule I forgot to say. The arena organizer is going to look towards the crowd and say, and as you are quite aware, this will be no ordinary skirmish to the last one standing. We are quite enamored with the elements that Aulilia has blessed us with, and as such, they will see to it that our challengers are have the sufficient obstacles in their way, for the path of glory is no easy path to tread. The party is aware the earth elementals are going to be reshaping the arena as the fight is happening. Let's see, I need this lady up on my other screen. And I need Kalia up on my other screen. And I need Bustro. I should have put Bustro the Elegant instead of Bustro the Bear. Okay, Bustro rolls initiative. Kalia rolls initiative. Belky rolls initiative. And Falcon. Where is Falcon on my screen? Oh no, I didn't want to open that. Regret. Alright. Phelan.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Rolls initiative.
Thank you.
And Golly rolls initiative. Alright. Sort in descending order. Alright, the arena attendee is, our organizer is going to be lifted out of the arena, and Belky has won initiative. Oh, that's great. Okay. Belky is going to ready in action. She grabs several knives off of her belt and puts them in her hand. It is Tumbatu's turn. Tumbatu is second in initiative order.
What I will do... So, like... So, who went first?
Belky, the halfling knife thrower, or knife juggler, has went first.
Okay. I want to just run in there.
Okay, you take the dash action. I gave you the ability to shift up to your movement speed, so do you want to start right here behind your party?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you can start right there. The same thing for Regis. Does he want to start up closer?
Let's see. Yeah, I'll start closer.
Okay.
Every box is 5, right?
Yes, 5. And if you see, Roll20 has a ruler tool. It's the it should be the 5th tool, and you can see the distance. So if you take the dash action, you can get in range to attack any one of. You can get in range to attack any of them, but you won't have the attack action.
I mean, unless I use a key point.
Which you can do. Do you have Step of the Wind at second level? Alright.
But I think I'm going... Wait, how do I do the arrow thing again?
It's the ruler tool. It's the 5th tool on the left side of Roll20. Snap to center. And you can look at things.
3rd for players. 5th for TMs.
Oh, okay.
4 players.
Alright.
I'll go right here and use patient defense.
Okay. Alright, that is your turn. Timbatu runs in. It is Caesar's, you are going to actually, before Caesar takes his turn, you are going to trigger Belky's readied action. She throws a flurry of blades at you. She has disadvantage on these attacks. Alright, a flurry of knives are going to be thrown at you, and you are going to be able to dodge each and every one of them. That was her readied action. It is Caesar's turn.
Sees charges right in. Not an actual charge, but just, moves forward smartly.
Okay.
And we'll take a swing at whoever the fuck this is right in front of him.
Okay. That is Golly. Golly the shield.
Extra screaming on the charge.
Alright, you are going to touch her AC. Roll me damage. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry, not Regus. C's hits. Roll me damage. Oof! Alright, in one hit, you are going to bat Golly aside. I'm gonna... let's see. I'm gonna roll her a percentage die. Golly just takes this she just takes this warhammer blow to the stomach, goes down to her knee and says, "I yield!" and spits out blood.
Smart move!
Alright, it is, it is Horncaller's turn. The Horncaller, our colleague the Caller, is going to use, she's going to cast Bless on herself, Phelan, and Belky, and she is going to move. Don't want to get trapped over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, and she is going to disappear. As she moves, the ground beneath her collapses inward. And I will put this here. She is in a trench. She has partial cover from range attacks. She's going to peek her head up as the Earth Elementals have shifted the terrain. All right, that is her turn, and it is Brewbark's turn.
Brewbark is going to move forward, and sorry, fellow bear, I'm going to fuck you up. Alright, so...
Brewbark, before you do, give me a dexterity saving throw. Otherwise, you're going to lose the rest of your movement for this turn. The Earth Elementals have put a trench here. The ground gives way as you step on it. A dexterity saving throw will allow you to keep your movement as you stumble into the trench and keep running out on the other side.
17, okay?
Yep, you make it.
Alright. Question. My critical inspiration, does that mean I automatically hit and do critical, or is that if I hit, I can have the critical damage?
You can make your next roll a critical. Is that what you're going with here?
I will do that. That's what I'm going to go with. It's going to be epic.
Alright.
Bear on bear action.
Bustro says, "Have at thee!" Alright, you are going to critically bite Bustro. I have the bear's damage dice up right here, actually, as you guys are the same type of bear, so I'm just going to see what it is. Oh, it's, so I'll let you roll this, I'm not going to type it for you. It's 2d8 plus 4. Yeah. /R space 2d8 plus 4. Alright, you and Bustro get engaged in combat. You do have a additional...
There you go.
You do have an additional attack.
Is that a 2d6?
Yeah, you have your claw attack left.
It looks like 2d6 plus 4, am I right?
Yes. Well, this one isn't. Yeah, this one you have to roll the attack. Alright, you are going to roll an 11 at Bustro and touch his AC!
Do I have an advantage because I have, what was it, Shimbutsu next?
No, you do not. You do not have Pack Tactics as a bear. But you do hit. Roll 2d6 plus 4. Oof! Bustro!
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Let's see. I have misplaced my writing utensil. That's cool. I'll keep up with numbers in my head.
25.
Okay. You deal a total of, 25 damage. Bustro is bloody. Okay. It is Evie's turn, or XV's turn.
I am going to move up one space.
Okay.
And then going to reconfirm that I have enough room. 60 feet. Cool. I am then going to cast... as soon as I can pull up my character sheet. I hate how the character sheet is like hidden. Or I saw it hidden or all up in your way.
Okay.
I like to pop it out.
Yep,
separate
pop
window,
out.
Put it on
I
my
put
other
it in a
screen.
new tab.
Mind Sliver.
Okay. Let's see. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. Intelligence saving throw. Unless the saving throw is successful, the target takes 1d6 psychic damage. Okay. That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Belky is going to start lining up more blades before she puts her hand up to her head. She is subjected to this damage. She is bloodied again. Let's see. I do need a writing utensil because I don't want to keep up with all of their HP. Okay, I'm back. I had to grab a pencil real quick. Okay, so the bear took 25. Golly has yielded. And she has taken 5 points of damage, and she healed for 7, and she was at... Okay. Alright. She is bloodied again. That is XV's turn. Earth elementals begin to rumble in front of the party's entranceway. It is Phelan's turn. Let's see what she is capable of. Right there is a pretty good spot. Or you know what? I feel like she's going to get here. And she's going to... Or actually, she'll move right here. And she is going to cast Thunder Wave. Centered on this square right here in front of her. Oh, you guys can't see what I just drew. It is going to move in this direction in a, let's see, 15-foot cube.
Does my patient defense do anything to that?
The dodge action should allow you to make reflex saving throws with advantage. double check me. It's on page 195. Well, I'll just look real quick. 195 of the player's handbook. When you take the dodge action... 192. When you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on till the start of your next turn. Attack rolls have disadvantage, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. All right. She is going to cast Thunder Wave and a level 2 slot. Give me a DC 14 dexterity saving or Constitution saving throw. You do not have advantage on it. As a crackle of sound erupts from next to you. Alright, Tumbatu, you take 7 points of damage. Seas, you take half as much. And half of 7 is going to be 4. And then, let's see, on a successful save, the creature takes half as much and isn't pushed. Tumbatu, you are pushed as you failed the save. Alright, you're pushed back 10 feet. Alright, that is her turn. And it is now Gali's turn. Gali is going to walk out of the arena with her hands up as she has yielded. It is Regis's turn.
Okay, so I have an idea of what I want to do, but I want to make sure I can do it. I'm thinking if I do a dash and attack, like I just straight out run.
Yes.
I can, because my movement is 25 feet, but in order to get to where I want to go, it's 35.
Okay, well, the dash action this edition is a standard action, so you won't be able to tap if you take the dash action. You could move halfway there and then take a defensive movement, or you could, or you can move halfway there and take a defensive action, or you can move halfway there and throw something at her, or you can take the dash and attack next turn.
Only I had 10 more feet of dog. No. Sorry.
This is where you wish you would have rehearsed that throwing thing with C's earlier.
Yeah, well, he's still just barely above half. So he was trying to recuperate before all this happened.
Okay.
Let's see.
What's it going to be? Move up and attack next turn, or?
Here's a big question: do you have a throwing weapon?
Every weapon's a throwing weapon if you believe.
Well, Regis is a throwing weapon. He doesn't have a thrower right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm right next to him. I could throw him just as well as anyone else.
Actually, just do that. Just look at him and go, "You need to throw me." And then hold your action until his action rolls around and he can actually, take a swing or toss, whatever.
Okay. Melise, when is your action?
I am dead last.
You're dead last?
Yeah, but you guys are almost at the bottom of the round.
Okay. Then can I hold action to so Melise can chuck me?
Yes. So in this edition, there are two types of basically like getting ready to do something. You can hold your action, and what that's going to do is that's going to move you down in initiative order below Melise. He takes his turn, and then you take your turn. There's also readied actions this edition, which means you don't hold your action. You say, I do this thing on this trigger, and it moves your standard action. It's a standard action to do that, and it allows you to do that on your reaction. So when that trigger happens, your reaction happens. So you could say, I wait until he throws me, and then I run forward and attack this lady. And then the trigger would be, he throws you, you run forward. If you do it like that, next time initiative rolls around, you'll still move at the 8 mark in initiative instead of at the 2 mark in initiative. The problem is, if the trigger happens where he can't throw you, then you just lose your readied action, and you wait till your next turn.
I'll take that risk.
Okay. All right. That is your turn. Go ahead.
You don't want me to say what I'm...
I was assuming you were taking the ready action I suggested. You can tell me what your trigger and what you want to do.
The trigger is when he finishes tossing me.
Okay.
I'm going to go into a rage and do a reckless attack. Is that the proper term for it?
Reckless attack.
Yeah, reckless attack. Yeah.
Okay.
And just begin to wail on her with my maul.
I believe rage is a bonus action, so you can rage now, and then all the rest of that is fine.
I'd rather rage when I get a bit closer, because if he's gonna toss me,
But you can't hold a bonus action for you have to do a bonus action and then hold your action.
I'm not going to be a stickler with it. I'm going to let you do that, but I'm just letting you know for the future other things you can't use your bonus action as part of a ready action. But it doesn't make much of a difference in this scenario. So, all right. So
so then I'll turn to Melise. Toss me at the trench. I have to hit something.
All right, it is...
I'll go into a rage.
It is Zeeth's turn.
Okay. Am I not muted? I'm not. Okay. I am going to... He's going to...
You are aware of invisible creatures. There are 3 earth elementals in front of you.
Oof. I'm not going to tango with the Earth Elementals.
I'm just telling you. Your blind fighting lets you know.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. I'm going to stay away from that. I'm going to stick my cane in the ground, and I'm going to cast Bane on the enemy bear, the knife thrower, and the let's see, the lady. I guess the only 3 people left.
Okay.
No, there's 4 on the field, but there's that's the one you can see.
Yeah, you can't see the one in the trench. Okay, that go ahead. Wait, I think they roll wisdom saves against your Bane.
Charisma saving throws.
Okay. Wait. Okay, she's not trained in charisma saving throws. She is trained in charisma saving throws. And Bustro... I should give him charisma saving throws. Alright. It is going to be a save on Belky. They all get a d4 to their saves. So Belky rolls a d4 and subtracts a d4. For the Mind Sliver. So this is the one she subtracts, and this is the one she still passes anyways. She adds. This is Phelan's D4 for the Bless. It does a 15 pass?
Yeah.
Okay, Phelan's going to pass. Bustro fails no matter what. Alright, Bustro has Bane.
Alright. That's a... I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to... shift here. Then, that'll be my turn.
Okay, the Earth Elementals seem disappointed.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
Alright, let's see. It is Brown Bear's turn. Bustro is going to shift, stepping over Phelan, and he is going to say to Brewbark and say, "Haha! In my younger days, they called me Bustro the Indomitable." He makes a he makes a claw attack at C's and a bite attack at Brewbark. I'm gonna roll him a critical fail on that bite attack. 65. He's fine. And the claw attack is going to hit C's. Alright, he deals 6 points of damage. Bashing 6, that's minimum damage. It's garbage. Wow. Alright, he bashes his claws into C's and then bites at Bustro. That is his turn. It is Melisa's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna pick up Regis and throw him towards the pit over.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an athletics check. You are trying to throw him, bare minimum 10 feet. I'm going to rule you get 5 feet for every 5 you get on this athletics check.
Can he, grab him, move forward, and then throw him?
He can.
That might be a smart move.
Actually, the first thing I'm going to do...
Literally.
If I remember correctly, Rage gives advantage on that.
Strength.
Yeah.
Checks.
Do it.
So I'm going to Rage first of all.
Double barbarian rage action! Barbarian! Now I'm so angry.
Rage.
I am
some rage in your rage.
I am now
Rage on rage.
I am now enraged that your guys' guild name wasn't Barbarians Throwing Barbarians.
No, that would just be dumb.
Name's too long.
Alright. When you
Just, throw barbs.
when you take a step forward, give me a dexterity saving throw. A spike shoots up from the earth of a platform rising right there. Alright, you almost walk face first into it, but you stop just before you do. The earth elemental has altered the arena around you. It does not interrupt your it did interrupt your movement, but you still have all of your movement. But you also don't take bludgeoning damage for walking face first into a wall.
Alright, so I can't move that way. I'm gonna take him and step to the right and then up.
Okay. Alright, give me that athletics check.
Go ahead and
With
finish your move
advantage?
first. Get whatever moving you're gonna do done.
Well,
wanna be able to attack
keep in mind,
well.
when you're moving with forced movement, you're moving at half your speed. So that's the furthest you're going to be able to move right there is 15. You can move up 5 more feet if you want to, but otherwise, you can...
I'm not going to risk it because I have a feeling that there's probably more Earth Elementals right around here.
No!
The way that you move.
Brandon wouldn't do that.
They're not biased at all. They just try to trip us and provide cover for the other guys.
Well, no, they did try and trip her.
Okay, so athletics check with advantage.
Yep, go for it. I think at this point you only really need to get at least, 5. Alright, you are going to throw him. I'm going to rule he's on your square. You throw him 5 feet, and he lands... he's going to land right... I'll say you throw him right there. Alright. Regis, your standard action triggers. You move forward and attack. Roll me an attack
Yep.
roll.
Okay.
Eight.
No, I'm.
Oh, 15. You are
Yeah.
indeed
Reckless attack.
raging.
Well,
Oh yeah, you're raging and the reckless attack. All right,
Yeah.
let's see if that hits her AC.
oh,
Roll me damage.
okay, and then
Just click where it says mole. There you go.
so 14.
Oof! Alright. She is not bloodied at that, but that hurts. I'm gonna say 14 for Kalia. Alright, she maintains concentration on her spell.
Since she was since in a trench, she's like a little lower to me than normal, right?
Yes. She has partial cover from range attacks.
Okay. So then, would you say that we were standing like eye to eye?
Actually, somewhat yes.
So then, my hammer coming down probably would have given her a nice big bonk on the head. Well, that's how I'm describing.
Okay.
Daddy.
Yeah.
That's
Just
whack-a-mole.
She pops her head up and then BAM! Alright, top of the round. Belky is going to begin spraying blades. Let's see. How about one at or two at C's and one at Brewbark. Gosh, wow, she not rolled to save her life. She's going to hit Brewbark. I'm going to add 1d4 to each of those rolls against C's. So Jeff, 9 misses your AC and a 12 versus your AC. Is that hit or miss? Let's see. That is going to... You have 20 AC? Good lord. Alright, yep. Those are going to miss. And Brewbark, you are going to take 7 points of piercing damage. Alright, that is Belky's turn, and it is now Tumbatu's turn.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to bolt over the bear. I want to get onto the bear's back.
Okay, I'll allow you to just use your regular movement to do that. It's difficult terrain, so it's 5, 10, 15.
And I want to jump off the bear's back and pretty much jump onto the girl in the back.
Do you want to
use my rapier?
You want to jump onto Bustro's back and stab him?
No. I forgot what her name is. The one behind.
Belky.
Oh, Belky? Okay.
Yeah.
So... okay, so 5, 10, 15... Wait, what did I say your movement was at? So it's 5, 10 to get there, 15, 25, 30. Roll me in... 40. Okay. You are going to leap off at this lady, and I'm going to say, go ahead and roll me an attack roll with advantage. Just running across heads in here and just jumping down and going for the stab. 12 versus Belky's AC. I gave you advantage on that roll. Give me one more roll. 24 is going to hit. And you are going to see Belky wince, putting up her hands to block the blow as you come in. Is it lethal or non-lethal damage?
I wouldn't know at that point, so I'm just going to say lethal.
Okay. Alright, Belky goes down as she screams. She will be rolling death saving throws. She is unconscious. As you take Belky down, Phelan looks distracted, looking back at you. The crowd is going to start cheering. Alright, let's see.
Wait, I want to use my bonus action to punch the bear.
Okay, go for it.
With flanking.
There is no flanking. We're using an optional flanking rule that we're trying out for the first couple sessions. But the 21 hits, roll damage.
So what do you get for flanking then?
You don't get anything for flanking. It's an action. It's substituting one of your actions to choose to provide the flanking bonus.
7 points.
Alright, that is not gonna take Bustro down. He's taking 25 damage. And you guys know Bustro has taken 32 points of damage that you're aware of. Bustro is bloody. And I'm gonna roll him a percentage die, because he's an intelligent bear. Alright.
So I literally just jumped over this bear, stabbed one of the partners, and then shoved my fist up his ass.
Yeah, and he does not like that. It is Caesar's turn.
Good night, Bustro.
That is going to hit. Roll. Bustro is very bloodied. Is that lethal or non-lethal damage?
Non-lethal.
Okay. Bustro starts roaring at Tumbatu. Like, hears you say that, turns around, and how do you knock him out?
Since he's going non-lethal, it's going to be more of like a thrust maneuver than a swing. But as his head swings back around to start growling, the hammer just meets it, and he knocks himself out.
Alright. Bustro is down. Oof. Alright, it is the Horncaller's turn. Alright, bards and bears are going to live up to their name. As on the Horncaller's turn, she is going to raise her staff into the air and summon 2 more bears. They surround Regus. And let's see, do they take an action this turn? Summon creatures are friendly. Roll initiative. The summon for the creatures as a group. Okay. They are moving at the 19 count of initiative. And has its own turn. I'm going to roll they take their turn next turn. Alright. 2 bears are summoned around her. And she's... I think she's fine where she's at. That is her turn. It is Brewbark's turn. More bears!
Alright, bears, go the bears.
This is getting unbearable.
I can barely contain my excitement.
Alright. Brewbark, you move forward to attack a bear. Go ahead and roll me 2 attack rolls. The first one hits. You can roll the second one. Oh, C's.
Don't you get a bonus on that?
Yes, you do. You get +8. Or wait, you get +6 to each of those rolls. Both are going to hit and hit. The first one deals 1d8 plus 4 damage. The second deals 2d6 plus 4. C's. You get a buff called Favor of the Crowd when you drop Bustro.
Okay.
You can spend it like normal inspiration. It does some other things, but I'll try and inform you of those whenever it's relevant.
Find 18 points of damage if I did that right.
Alright, Bustro 0.5 is what we'll call this one. Is not very pleased. Alright, you deal 18 points of damage. It is bloodied. Alright, that is your turn. It is XV's turn.
Alright. So, there was one more character who is underneath the bear. Phelan
Yes.
is underneath Buster, right? Okay.
Yes. She would have gotten out of the way of him when he fell, so I'm just going to put her on the front and Buster on the back.
Cool. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. What is the best spell for the occasion?
Take out the caster. I think the bears may disappear at that point.
Yeah. Give me a second. I gotta look at damage calcs. Alright, I'm going to Eldritch Blast the caller.
Okay.
You see her.
13 is going to miss.
Sad days.
She does have partial cover from your range attacks.
You know what? I forgot about that.
Don't you get a second Eldritch? Oh no, you only have one Eldritch Blast at this level. Okay, that is your action. It is Phelan, the on-chain turn. How many spells does she have left? Ooh. Alright, let's go for this. Man, almost the play is another Thunder Wave just centered on her. Yeah, she's going to Thunder Wave in a second level slot, centered on her. She roars and another rip of sound comes out. Let's see if we can roll better damage. Nope, lied. Seize and Tumbutu, give me a Constitution saving throw. Tumbutu passes, Seize passes. You each take 3 points of damage, and you are not moved. That is her turn. And it is now Gully's turn. Gully is... I'm going to delete Gully off of the initiative count. She is out of the fight. I'm also going to delete Bustro. Oh, I should have actually... I actually will just add them back. And I'm going to put the new initiative for the other bears. Okay. It is Regis's turn.
Smacky, smacky hammer time.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack.
Okay.
Come on, bears.
Yeah.
Just give me one round of 4 attacks with 2 CR1 brown bears. 13 hits.
And another 13 points.
Alright, she
Another smack to the head.
Let's see. 14 plus 13 is 27. She is bloodied, and she has to make a Constitution save. No! The bears! Das Bears! Das Bards and Bears! Okay.
Bear on ya.
Alright, that is Regis's turn. It is now Zeke's turn. Wesley, are you there? Oh, wait, I got a message. Is it from him?
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize I was muted. Don't have much of the bell left. Can I Is there anybody that's notably like? Well, I wouldn't have got concentration. So, let's see. I'm gonna move up beside the bear here.
Okay.
And cantrips exist.
Cantrips do exist. Vicious Mockery is a thing.
It is. I even have it. And I had a good one earlier and I forgot it. Let's see who's up on the field.
You can't forget a cantrip. It's just not possible.
I almost did. Almost. This lady here.
Alright.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery. I'm going to say, I thought it was bards and bears, not bards and gophers. I don't know.
Why, I'd never.
Goes wild.
I don't.
Yeah.
Does she have to save against Vicious Mockery?
She does. She does.
Okay.
It is charisma.
Yeah, she's going to. It's a charisma save?
Correct.
Okay. She's going to pop up and look over and say, "Oh, you have a blindfold on. If you saw earlier, I summoned 2 bears. There were 2."
See, points little officer is like, aha, there she is. But she. Wait, she's got. No, she doesn't have Bane on her, does she?
She does not. She had Bless, but she dropped concentration for conjure animals when she needed more bodies.
Yeah, she passes by 1.
Alright,
question.
Yes?
Attack of opportunity is only when they're moving through your square, right?
Out of your square.
Yeah, when they leave your reach.
Okay.
Alright, it is, Melise... Wesley. You are a level 2 bard, and you do have your bonus action. You have a feature called Bardic Inspiration, which you can choose to grant to an ally that can hear you. That will give them a d6 on their next roll of their choice. Do you want to use it before I move on to the next person?
I remember that.
I only remind you because it's very easy to forget about Bardic Inspiration, so...
okay.
It's perfectly fine if you don't want to use it.
No, I mean, I'm just double checking what you use. Yeah, I will give Bardic Inspiration to... we got a dude that's flanked over there. To Ubuntu, since he seems to be in the middle of everything.
Okay. Alright,
Well, hang on a sec. Didn't Belky and Brubark both go down?
Bustro and Belky are down, but there's an enchantress right there, a bard enchanter who is still casting. She's been casting Thunderwave on you each turn.
Let's see. At level 2, how many of these do I have?
I'm just saying, like, you know.
Bushra's difficult terrain right now.
Haven't been moved.
Okay, I can move them off of the board. Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration. How many of these do I have? Charisma modifier, so I got 3 of these. Okay. Yeah, I will. Can I only do one per turn?
Yes. You give it out as a bonus action on your turn.
Alright. In that case, I'll still give it to Ubuntu.
Okay. Alright.
If it's not over, I'll hand out some more.
It is Melisa's turn.
Well, I'm going to move up to there if I can.
Okay. You are able to do so. No earth elemental pops up any pillars in front of you this time. What do you do on your with your action and bonus action?
I take out my halberd and swing it down.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. I don't have Phelan recorded as taking any damage. So if you hit, it'll be the first damage she takes. A 17 hits. Roll damage.
I just realized I thought this not meant to be a fight to death.
Mm-hmm. It is not a fight to death. It's a fight until they yield or they go down. All right, she takes.
Did not add my rage damage.
Okay.
+2.
She takes 7 points of damage. She is not bloodied. That is your turn. It is top of the round. Oh, the bears are gone. Belky's gone. Seas is gone. Things are looking pretty bleak here.
Belky needs to make a death saving throw.
Oh yeah, she does. She's going to roll 1 failure. And Bustro starts making death saving throws this turn because he is hit by the thunder wave. He has 1 success. Okay. It is Caesar's turn.
Let's see. Guess I'm flanking with Timbuktu. So is it a standard action or a bonus action or something else to give the flanking bonus?
You take the attack action and you substitute one of your attacks for a contested athletics check.
Yikes. Alright, well, I'll just go with a good old-fashioned swing then.
Alright. Go.
Our Thunder Wave little happy caster person here, who needs a little thunder on their head,
is going to hit. Roll damage.
4.
Ah. Yeah, it's still a lot of damage, though. Well, I mean, because you guys are all about to pile on to her, so...
it's not very effective.
You know what? Screw that. Oh, can I do that yet? Is Action Surge available already?
Action Surge, if you're a 2nd level fighter, you have Action Surge.
Alright, doing it. Surging the actionness.
Alright.
More hammer action.
Roll me an attack roll. That's also going to hit.
Give me the big... Oh, come on! Super lame.
Oh, wait. Give me a second. Give me a second. I told you have something called Favor of the Arena. I wrote down 3 things you can use with that. You can use it for your inspiration, but I also said you could use it for something else. I did it over with you guys at the start of the thing, so everybody watching, this is new information to the party. I planned on telling them this. This is kind of like an introduction fight to how the arena works. Let's see, where did I save that stupid thing at? For now, I will let you re-roll 1 damage roll of your choice, and I will get you that information in a second.
Okay. I'll re-roll the first one.
Okay.
7 instead of...
Haha! Saved stuff and... Okay, real quick before you decide on if that's what you want. Favor of the crowd. When you drop to 0 hit points or fewer, you can spend the favor of the crowd to fight on. You drop to 1 hit point and remain on your feet. When you score a critical hit against a foe, you can spend the favor of the crowd to make a single melee attack against the same one you hit, or another one as a bonus action. On your turn, you can spend the favor of the crowd to gain advantage. Okay, I will allow that damage reroll, but that was not one of the options I had. Okay, it's going to be 7. That's going to be 3 more additional points of damage, bringing the total she's taken to 18. Alright, in the future I'll read that off to you guys and make sure it's available to you. Alright, you spend your favor of the crowd. And Timbuktu, it is your turn.
So that one right there is the one that just got hit?
Yes, it is.
What is that? Right there.
Oh, that is the caller, Kalia the caller. She's the one who's been summoning the bears.
Okay, I'm gonna rapier,
Okay.
and then, depending on how that goes, I might do other stuff.
All right. Give me an attack roll. That is going to hit. Roll damage. All right. Before you can do anything, she's going to go down to a knee, drop her short sword, and say, "I yield."
Then, I will go there, and Fury of Blows.
Before you attack, she puts up her hand and say, "I yield."
Wow!
I mean, she's out of spell slots, and she can't take on all of you guys. She's not dumb.
What's that one?
That's your ally. You can punch him if you want. He has not yielded. Alright.
Okay, I guess we won?
Yes. The crowd is going to start cheering as Kalia drops her staff. They're going to walk over to Belky and administer one to Belky and one to Bustro, a medicine check to try and stabilize them. The Earth Elementals are going to carry them all out as they start fixing the arena. Okay, the arena organizer comes down and says, is going to descend back into the arena while the Earth Elementals are reshaping it. And she's going to say, "Ladies and lords of the Rio Fear Port, you have your victors for the first exhibition match of the evening. The guild paid in blood." The crowd is going to all start cheering for you. Just the organizer is going to say, "Proceed back into the fighting pits. I'll make sure your sponsor gets their money." Somewhere in the crowd, as everybody's cheering, there's one stuffy old man elf who's sitting with his arms crossed. Like, "I just want to strangle this. Fine, yay, they won. They won me money. Great." I'm kidding.
Where's my booze?
All right, I'm going to dish out experience. And is everybody comfortable with ending here for the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right, so let's see. Combat experience. I'm going to give you experience for for defeating Belky in the first encounter, because you technically did defeat her. And then I'm also going to give you experience for the 3 Mastiffs and the giant rat. So those... Let me write this down, because I will forget. Alright, so the giant rat was worth 25 experience, and the Mastiffs were worth 25 experience. Okay, so that's 75, that's 100 for them, and then Belky was worth 200 experience, and you defeated her a second time too, so I'm going to give you another 200 experience. Then you guys defeated Gully. Gully was worth 25 experience. And you defeated Kalia, who was worth 200. And you defeated Phelan, who was worth 450. And you defeated Bustro, who was worth 10,000. Okay. Let's see. 400, 800, 1,250, 1,275, 1,375 experience for combat, and I'm going to give you guys 100 additional experience for each round of the duel you won. or you know what, I'm going to say 200. So that's going to boost that up to 1,775. All right, so 1,775 divided by 7. You guys are going to get 253 experience for combat tonight, and I'm going to also roll on top of that. Everybody's going to get 150 experience for making a name for yourselves amongst the aspirants. So thank you everybody for playing tonight. Those who are on time constraints, I'm going to end here. Well, I'm going to say your next session is going to be the 9th of February. Everybody else, I would ask that you just stick around a little bit. I'm going to give you some more information about the campaign, just like what my future plans are for it. I had a couple more ideas for the structure.
Same time?
Yes, same time on the 9th. And for everybody else, I'll make sure and type it in the Gladiators. All right, I'm in.